Hi, my name is Erika Wilson Wells, and I am a 1996 graduate of the Brown School. Currently, I work for the governor of the state of Maryland in the governor's office on crime prevention and policy, where we fund grants in the victim services area. This includes human trafficking grants, domestic violence grants, sexual assault grants, and other grants that fund crime prevention activities throughout the state of Maryland. You may ask why the Brown School? The Brown School was referred to me by a college professor when I was an undergraduate at Central State University in Wilberforce, Ohio. Her name was Dr. Mary Harris Pegram, and she told me when I was vice president of the Social Work Association that you need to go to GWB. Well, that dates me all within itself because we are no longer the George Warren Brown School of Social Work as we were when I entered in 1994, but we are now the Brown School of Social Work and Public Health. So, my why the Brown School was because Dr. Pegram told me I had a policy mind, and the Brown School is where I needed to attend. And from that moment, I researched it. I looked at a couple other graduate schools, but I knew if my professor saw something in me that she thought could be honed at the Brown School or at GWB at the time, that that was the place for me. Another question asked is why your field of study? My field of study has been macro social work. I was in the first class of the social and economic development concentration. Jack Kirkland, one of the renowned SED professors, as well as Michael Sheridan, have been my professors and mentors in the field. Sheridan's book, Assets and the Poor, kind of shaped my work as I worked as a fellow while I was in graduate school in the United States Senate for the first African American United States Senator, Carol Mosley Braun. I worked on or worked with her tax counsel on several pieces of legislation that later became landmarks in economic development in the United States, those being the low income housing tax credit, the earned income tax credit, the child care tax credit, and the new markets tax credit. Why I stay involved with the Brown School is because I received the Betty Scroff Johnson Women in Management Scholarship. And I believe it's so important for women to stay engaged with other young students, to let them know how valuable that scholarship experience was for me as a young lady who grew up in Flint, Michigan, from a blue collar family, with many folks in my family who had attended college in the Midwest, as my dad's family was from Kansas. But staying involved with the Brown School and with the BSJ has been a lifelong mission for me, just to let young people know that they don't have to be clinicians, although we've all needed clinicians throughout our journey. But there is a macro path, there is a policy path, and that's why I stay involved with the Brown School of Social Work and with the Betty Scroff Johnson Women in Management Scholarship.